All right, this is like my 30th time trying to record this. Let's see if we can actually get recording going. All right, swing high, first entry, second entry. Oh yeah, we're trading the November 17th. It's a Tuesday. Let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and get something going here. We have a swing high, first entry, second entry. We can imagine people are trying to short back to the other side of this range, and yes, this is a range because you have these ups and downs that were tested continuously. So we can imagine a lot of people going short here. So the better option is to buy at this point. So yeah. All right, we already know this one works out. Let's go ahead and 30x this. And I don't think we get the runner though. Maybe we do. Oh, nice. Okay. So we're doing the 450 tick chart. I had traded this already on the 950, but the 450 matches up better before 8:30. It matches. It doesn't match after 11. So when 11 hits, 11 a.m., you switch to the 950 or back to the 450. Yeah. So 450, 950, then 450 again. You can imagine a lot of shorts coming in here too. The market's pushing down. People are going to try to stop these guys out, and that's going to stop them out. And we can imagine a lot of shorts coming here, which could push the market up pretty high. So people tried shorting that all the way back to the top of this range. And people are going to continuously short this thing because people are suspecting prices to come back to the other side, and they might be right. But we're not here to predict. We're just here to take advantage of everyone's orders and where they place them. All right, so it looks like a second entry has just happened right here. We can imagine a lot of selling coming in here. Actually, it might be a lot of buys too, but we're gonna go ahead and go for the buy because people like to chase those spikes. And on the 1 minute chart, it's a big drop, as you can see right there. So we can imagine a ton of shorts coming in, trying to stop the people out who have their buys at the bottom of this thing. Way over here. I mean, believe it or not, but people are still trying to sell this thing. Huge spike down. Getting a little bit too close to these lows. It's the only thing I'm worried about. Alright, we're pretty much at these lows. So there actually might be a lot of buying going on here. Let's see. Oh, nice, we got it. So we got the scalp. So people were going to chase that spike all the way back down to here. I'm just a little worried about these lows, but it looks like we got the scalp as well as the runner. So buying there was the best option because people are going to chase that spike, trying to push on down. And our notes say that before 8:30, everybody usually tends to chase those spikes into wherever it is they think the market's going, which is this case the bottom of this range. So that was a good trade. I think it's showing signs of a reversal here, so we're going to go ahead and go for a sell. This was our signal bar. Hopefully we can still get in this trade. Nice. All right, I don't know if that's a good thing, but let's go ahead and find out together. We can imagine a lot of people trying to correct this thing. Come on, just a little bit further. That's unfortunate. So it looks like it's going to correct. Yeah. So the lows have been tested right here. Oh, wait. No way. Yeah. There's a stop about right there. No. Okay. So buying there was the better option. It's your first opportunity to go short back to the other side. I don't know why we went short, actually. People are still trying to push the market back in this direction here. It's first opportunity to go short. And I guess I was saying that people were going long because of these lows, but the lows are really down over here. So, and it did consolidate there because there are a lot of people buying as well, which pushed the market back a couple of times before continuing this direction. But I think people are still going to keep on shorting here, trying to push the market back to the other side. So it looks like we're about to get a second entry here. So let's see if we can get in this trade right here. So we actually want to buy here because now it looks like the market's just doing a little bit of correction before continuing back to the other side. And this is the temporary trend, which is this two-legged pullback going down. The overall trend is this upward motion. So we can imagine a lot of people chasing the short term. We have to figure out what people are chasing, and in this case, it's that short-term trend going down. So we're looking for a buy here. And we might get triggered here. Nice, good trigger. All right, let's see if this works out. So it looks like a scuff trade. It actually worked out very well. 50x this. Nice. So scuff trade would have worked a lot better, it seemed like, but we knew that people were going to continuously try to short this thing. So overall, in the hindsight of things, I guess that I'm using that word correctly, we read the market correctly. People were trying to just push the market back into this direction. So I really do like trading before 8:30 because it seems like the market's a little bit more predictable pre-market. Yeah, it just seems a little bit more predictable. All right, we got a second entry here, and now it's your first opportunity to go long here. So people are now convinced that this was the low, and now the market's trying to push back into the other direction. And here is your first opportunity to actually go long. So I think doing a scuff trade here is actually a better option. Or no, I think people are still chasing that short-term trend, which is that downward motion. You got that spike. Yeah, I think buying here is actually the better option. As much as I want to switch gears, I think sticking with this second entry here is actually the best bet because you have a little bit of a double top there, and people are going to still try to short this thing. Like, hey, it pulled up far enough, you know? Okay, so we should have done a scuff trade there because after that spike, I didn't notice that spike, but yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't think we'll ever get this, to be honest. This is tough. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, a second entry here coming up probably. 8 times the speed. We'll go 15 times the speed. Try to close some bars quicker. New swing low, almost a new swing high. Well, 50 times. There's your second entry right there. It looks like a scuff trade works out. It's 818. A ton of people going short there, trying to pick those tops. And people like to trade back into that range. So buying there was the best option. So that was a good trade right there. All right. All right. So now we got the second entry on a swing high. First entry, second entry. Market just opened. So the behavior of the market is going to be a little bit different now. We can probably go ahead and switch to this guy now. 8:30 opens, minute chart. We're going to get a lot of second entries that won't appear as much on the 1 minute chart. So swing high, first entry, second entry. Definitely a range. So people are gonna go with this overall trend and keep going against the short-term trend. So we're gonna do a scuff trade here on a non-obvious, because it's not really right off that like swing high sort of thing. All right, and we just leave that right there. Oh wait, we entered in the wrong spot actually, but we still got the scalp, so we were supposed to switch here. So I guess an obvious works out because it's an uptrend. Yeah, we'll say it worked out. We'll say we took an obvious, because why not, right? Nice. Scalp and the runner. Good trade. All right, let's see if we can get the next trade going in here. All right, we got a first entry. There's our second entry going short. It's very sideways now, but we can imagine people are going to short right here. And if the market starts to push down here, I think I would like to buy this bar. Yeah, so right here-ish. That's right there. This bar is about to close already. So it's gonna close right one tick up at 50. So this should be at 50. That bar just got triggered on. We know if the market starts to push on down this way, there's gonna be a ton of people trying to get out the trade. I'm just worried there's a lot of stops here and people are not willing to move their stops. So it looks like it left without us, and that's alright. Alright, I've been realizing that if you're gonna trade pattern, you really have to make it look sure it looks like a pattern. So we're gonna treat that as a double top here. And our second entry is actually right here. So you got a swing high, first entry, second entry. The market's moving on down now. We can suspect a little bit of buying, but I think we're gonna go ahead and do a scuff trade here, because if the market starts to push up, we can imagine a lot of people buying up here, and just there are going to be a ton of orders that are coming in here. And on different charts, it's going to start working up, and it's just going to look like a much better entry. So here's our scuff trade. If it triggers here, we got to leave our stop here. There it is. So we just leave our order in right there. Come on, push up. There it is. The 1 minute chart is showing a lot of different, much different thing going on. As you can see, that's only 5 bars right there. So kind of crazy, but we got the scalp as well as the runner. So that was a very good trade, good read. I was just a little bit worried about these spikes, but we knew that these were a low that people are playing off of. There's a ton of support there, support there, support there, support there, and as the market started to push up, we knew that on other people's charts it's going to look like they have a good signal bar, or the market's now starting to move up, and people are going to go ahead and place an order in or right around this area. And yeah. So the distance from that very low to there, I think is a pretty good thing to take in consideration. Because imagine if we bought down or sold right here, you would have got snapped up. But if selling up here, see, everybody has pretty much the same low. And so then once the market starts to move up, they'll have a better signal bar, or the market will start to look like it's going to go in that direction. Okay, we can imagine a ton of buys coming in here because we finally hit the lows of this entire day, but we could imagine also a lot of sells coming into this trying to stop these people out, and I actually think that's what's going to happen. So I actually do think buying here is the better option, just not on a second entry. So here it is. Here's a scuff trade. If the market starts to push down here, it's your first opportunity to enter this thing, but there is that level of resistance, so we're going to do a non-obvious level of support. I mean, looks like this guy might turn into our, oh no, yep, see the bar. Oh, no, we leave it right there. All right. Let's see if we ever get triggered. We would have got triggered on the one ticker, one ticker. But anyway, we also would have got the scalp there too as well, it looks like. But let's go ahead and see what happens here. Looks like people are still trying to buy. Oh, no. So yeah, the one ticker would have worked there. I just kind of wanted to do the... yeah, we could have done the one ticker, but it's alright. It's okay. The reason you would do a one ticker is because it's a strong downtrend, and people are going to use that, not knowing it's a range day necessarily, but just trying to stop these people out, or at least come all the way down to the lows. So it's your first opportunity to go short, and you could have bought right there. We can imagine that people are super convinced with this strong spike down, we were going to stop a ton of people out. And actually, yeah. If you even take a look at the minute chart, that's a huge spike down. Of course, you would sell that thing, and so everybody was started selling, and that's what pushed the market right back up. All right, we can still imagine a ton of shorts are coming. This is a downtrend in a lot of people's eyes, not necessarily range day, so there might be a bounce here, maybe not, and there's a drop, so people are going to treat this like a trending day now. We had a swing high first entry, second entry. I didn't pay attention there, but that was there. So it looks like a scuff trade, or even a buy, or almost any trade that we take would have worked. All right. So we are in this downtrend, but people are going to be buying here to try and trade back into it. That happens very often, that once you break out of a range, people like to buy back into it, pick the bottoms, and ride it all the way back to the top. So we actually want to short here somewhere. Yeah. Just yeah. Okay. Just lock her in here for quick, and I'll get her. Let's get one more trade before I gotta put Stella to sleep. And there it is. Okay, I gotta put Stella to sleep. No trade. All right. Stella wants to watch for a little bit, and that's all right. All right, no trades. Swing high, first entry. Ooh, second entry. I'd rather make it look like an actual second entry. I like a good looking one, you know? I don't want to force these things. All right, there's a leg. We'll count that as like a quadruple top. And here's our second entry right here. All right, it looks like it's already working up. Oh. Ah, I knew that. So swing high, first entry. Never break slower. Not yet, at least. No, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I want it to break lower, friend. All right, there it is. So there's our signal bar. We already traded back into this. We can imagine a lot of people picking the bottoms of this thing. So let's go ahead and do it. It's non-obvious at 75, which is right here. That was our signal bar. So hopefully the market can come back a little bit higher before we sell. On the scuff trade at a 3-pointer out. 3 points out. Don't leave us. Nice. Alright, I'm not going to say anything. Alright, so it looks like we read this wrong. The market was pushing down right there, and I thought for sure there was going to be a ton of buys here trying to pick the bottom. However, I actually don't know. Looks like everybody was just chasing that spike, but which is an interesting thing to think about because that's a. I'm okay with that loss actually. That's one of the few losses I'm okay with. It was an interesting one. Not for sure would have worked out. It looks like buying there was a better option, picking the bottom there. It was actually really hard to believe that people would buy here. I mean, yeah. But it looks like, I mean, really hard to believe that anybody would, yeah, it's hard to believe that everybody would buy here because everyone should be selling, in which that should have happened, but it looks like everybody just bought, sold. Oh, wait, we were picking bottoms. Wait, no, we sold. Hold on. Okay, so we were doing a reverse psychology sort of thing, which was hold on, we got a second entry here. But anyway, we had a strong spike down. We sold because we thought people were going to be picking bottoms. However, nobody was picking the bottoms, everybody was selling. Break to a new high, so you had the break of this range, then it pulled back in, and it's that thing again where you had the break and then the new high or new low, and in this case it's the new low, and usually it comes back in, and which it does here. People start chasing it outside of a range. So after you make that first break and you start heading in that direction again, people are going to start chasing the market, and in this case they did. So all right, that makes sense. Okay, this for sure will work out. You can imagine people spiking here, picking the spike. We can imagine a lot of people are going to short this part right here because we've been on this strong downtrend. Yeah. So let's go ahead and see what happens here. All right, we're filled in the order. And we got stopped out. Wow. So selling there was the better option. It looks like people were trying to trade back to the other side of the range and chasing that spike as well. So it looks like people are still chasing the market. Maybe has heavily has to do with the range for sure. And now we can imagine a lot of people trying to can assume the market's going to keep on pushing on this way. So maybe buying here is actually the better option. We're at $9 right now. Shit. Alright, we're in the trade. And we got stopped out. So it looks like we bounced there. And I thought for sure people would, man, everybody just, the whole market just switched on us. Okay, so once the market starts to push up here, a ton of people are going to start buying, trying to get the market back to the other side of the range. However, as soon as this market starts to push back in the other direction going down, people are going to move their stops and take profits, which is why the market keeps tumbling down in this format. All right, we have a two-legged move in both directions. Swing low, first entry, second entry. We can imagine everybody taking their first opportunity to go short, but however, you had a spike down and a break and a spike up. We've been in this overall downtrend. We can imagine people trying to pick the bottoms of this thing into kind of a double bottom on the minute chart. As you can see there, a little bit of a double bottom. So we can imagine a lot of buys coming out. We just don't want to join them. So I think scuff trade buy is the better option because we're selling the better option. Everyone's suspecting another leg like this. So I do think a scuff trade here is the best option. Because, yeah. Let's go ahead and take a scuff trade. Let's move this up a couple ticks and right here. This is now our signal bar. Looks like a scuff trade worked on the opposite end. And here we go. People can imagine that the market's nice. Okay, that was at least the best read we had today. Alright, let's go ahead and just see if we learned anything from the time being. Because honestly, doing this at a 50% rate is not going to benefit us in any way, shape, or form. All right, we got a second entry along here. The two-legged move, swing high first entry, second entry. The market is down. We can imagine a lot of people are trying to pick bottoms either way. And with the help of this like triple bottom, I think a lot of longs are going to come on a scuff trade. So let's go ahead and see if we're right about this. Scuff trade is our friend. Alright, we're gonna have to move this guy. It's right there. Oh, we had our order in the wrong spot. No, we didn't. Let's see if this will work. In the trade, out the trade. Nice. Good read. Alright, that's all we needed. Alright, that's gonna be the end of part 1 till 9:30. Alright, peace out. It's Christmas Eve, so I'm out of here. Bye.